Hi, hello, how's it going? Not much of an intro needed today, I don't suppose. You're here to restring your Strat-style guitar. I'm here to show you how to restring your Strat-style guitar. These are the things you're going to need. Guitar, of course, strings, of course, screwdriver, and something to cut strings with. I don't even know if this is the right tool, it just seems strong, so I hope it is. Often on one of these little thingies, there will be a string clipper too, but this is just a normal string winder that squeaks a lot. So this is optional technically. I don't even use it even though I have one. Then also for the optional things, I have professional detailer. It's just like some kind of spray that you put on your guitar, makes it shine, removes fingerprints, that kind of thing. And also it smells really good. Microfiber cloth to like wipe that around with. Fretboard oil. This is always good to use once in a while, but you don't want to do it too often or else bad things will happen to your fretboard. I did it recently, so I'm not going to use this, but it's a good thing to do while the strings are off. And lastly, graphite lubricant for your nut and your bridge to make things run smoothly. You're probably going to want your guitar to be resting on something like just a box will work. This is for a DS1 distortion pedal, which sucks, by the way. Like, it might be okay for $50, but don't buy it. So yeah, have your headstock resting on something, and then also have the body resting on some kind of padding. This is just a t-shirt I have here. It's, I don't know. Yeah, any kind of soft thing will work, you know? Alright, first thing, you're going to want to take off the back plate here. Technically, you don't have to do this, but, I mean, that's what those little holes are for, right? So you can string it through there, but I like to take it off anyway. Just, you know, it makes it a little bit more efficient, in my opinion. So just, oh, my screwdriver fell apart. Okay. Oh dear. Alright, yeah, take all these 6 screws out and remove the back plate. Keep these screws in a safe place if you can. Like a magnet or something like that would work. I don't have one handy though, so I'm just gonna hope I don't lose any. Don't do what I'm doing. Alright, back plate's off. Now, you loosen all the strings. This is what the little doohickey, what's it, where did it go? This thing, that's what this is for. But I just don't like it because it's squeaky. So now you take your cutting tool, in whatever form it might take, take all the strings like this, and snip them. That was harder than I thought it would be. Now you're going to take these off of the tuners. And then flip your guitar over and take these, pull them, like push them, pull them, whatever, out of the bridge. Be very careful when you do this though, because if you do it really fast and just yank it out, that's a great way to get scratches on your guitar. I know from experience. So be careful. Don't scratch your guitar. Alright, now's a good time to clean your guitar if you want to. This is the Wizard's Mist and Shine Professional Detailer. I will link it in the description if I can find it anywhere. But yeah, it does the trick, you know, it makes everything look nice and shiny, and I think I just used way too much, but who cares. Also, if you want to see how I repainted my pick guard here, so that it looks cooler than just the white that it was before, Click the little thingy. Where will it be? There. I hope so. Might have been backwards, but we'll see. There will also be a link in the description if you want to do it that way. Alright, now if you want to do the fretboard oil, and maybe take this time to coat your electronics cavity. That was something I did that definitely worth it. Reduces a lot of buzz. I'll link a video to that in the description if I can. So now your guitar is all nice and shiny and clean, but there are no strings on it, and that's a little bit of a problem. So guess what? You're going to put new strings on. This is a 3-pack of Ernie Ball's Super Slinky strings. This is my favorite. It's a 9-gauge. Yeah, they just play the best. They feel the best, sound the best for me. Now, there are going to be people who tell you that you need to do it in a really weird order, like, ooh, the A string, then you do the high E, and then... really, that only matters if you have a Floyd Rose, and I actually do have a Floyd Rose guitar right here. So I'm in the habit of doing it not just like straight in order, but it really doesn't matter for a guitar like this. What I do is I do high E, low E, B, A, G, D. But you can do whatever you want. Alright, first string. Take it out of the packaging. Unwind it. Oh, that was a struggle. Okay. Flip your guitar over or just like sideways like this and poke it through the bottom hole for the high E string. And it should poke through like that. And now pull it through until it doesn't go anymore, but be careful here to make sure nothing like flies around and hits your guitar, because that's another great way to get scratches. Alright, your string should be all the way through, so put it under this little metal thingy here, and through the hole in the tuning peg. Now give it about 2 machine heads of length. Like, you can't see that, can you? Then just like pull it back through about 2 machine heads of length. Bend your string up so that it doesn't get in the way, and start winding. Now, this is a kind of important thing. When you're winding, you kind of want to make what I call a string sandwich around the part that's like coming out here. So you have at least one winding on the top and on the bottom. I do one on the top and then the rest going down on the bottom. So for your first winding, make sure that the string goes above the part that's sticking out. And pull it kind of tight while you're doing this. Just don't pull the string out of the tuning peg, of course, but keep it pretty tight. Alright, so that's going above. And then you kind of push it down with your finger to the bottom like that. So then the rest should go below that. Let me bend this up again. Make sure it's all lined up at the bridge, at the nut, and at this little metal thingy here. Yes, that's an official name. And you don't have to get it close to the... Well, you should get it close to the right pitch, but it doesn't have to be exact. I don't know, is that an E? It's pretty close. But yeah, you're going to be purposely bending it out of tune later, so, it doesn't have to be exact. And then you kind of do that for all the other strings. Same process. I will do this one just to reinforce it in your brain or something, I don't know. Poke it through. Be very careful to not scratch your instruments. Once it's through, line it up in the nut, poke it through the tuning peg, give it about 2 machine heads for the thicker strings, maybe a little bit more than 2. Push it back through, bend that up, string sandwich. First one above. Oh, it got a little bit weird. Keep it tight. Get below there. Next one's below. Don't overlap your winds. That's also important. Because if you don't do that, it's better tuning stability and that kind of thing. Yeah, close enough. It really doesn't matter. Next, the B string. I'm just going to fast forward through all of this because you basically know what you're doing now. You're a pro. Okay, now all your strings should be on, and it might be very much out of tune. Yeah, kind of. I don't know if you could hear that, but yeah, not the greatest of tuning. But that doesn't matter because you're going to purposely detune them. You're going to stretch your strings. This helps the strings stay in tune better in the future. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab it with your left hand like this, thumb like that. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Same thing with your right hand. And then just like push mostly with your right thumb and go along the string. Just pushing it and bending it and stretching the string. And then it's going to be very low. And then you do it again until it doesn't do that anymore, until it doesn't go down as much. I'm already at not even a half step of downness. So that might be good already for this string. And then you do that for all the other strings too. You don't have to worry too much about strings breaking because they're brand new and, well, they're brand new. They're probably not going to break. But do be careful when you do this because it could just snap and fly in your face and then boom, you have no more eyes. Okay, maybe not that. But do be careful. Just don't be scared. And then you want to cut these little thingies off of here. You, don't need to, but you should so you don't get stabbed. Get as close to the peg as you can. So that's it. Your guitar has been restrung. It might feel a little weird, might sound a little weird, or, you know, it might detune quickly for the first couple days. But, yeah, new strings, always good. Now, it's time for the shoutouts. Last video was very short, so I didn't shout out the person from the previous video in that video because it was kind of too short of a joke video to be able to tack on a long shout out to at the end. I don't even know if I said that right. So, because of that, there are 2 shout outs today. At the time of recording, there's 1 comment on each of the previous videos. So, first, on the Bradley Hall in a Nutshell video, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this name, Eamon Ahern. I probably butchered that. But they just said first, to which I replied second, because I am an idiot who has a bad sense of humor. So shout out to them. Link to their channel will be in the description. And then, second, huge, gigantic, large shout out, sizable shout out, how about that, sizable, to Slamma Ando. They commented on my first ever video, which has since been taken down. They commented astounding, I think it was. Editor me will tell me if I'm right or not. And then they've commented like on and off ever since then. So they're the OG of this channel. So much overdue sizable shout out to Slamma Ando. Link to their channel will also be in the description. Leave a comment containing constructive criticism to perhaps be featured in the next video. Actually, at this point, it's not really perhaps, because I'm averaging like 1 comment, less than 1 comment per video, so chances are you'll be the only comment and you'll win the shout-out. So, comment, please. Alright, that's it. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Hope this was helpful.